Welcome back to Drafting with Mark, and in this video we're going to be creating this shape. One of the main reasons I've selected this shape is because I want to show you a couple of things in this one. One of them is going to be the manipulation of using a dynamic input, and my second one is that I'm going to use a 2-point circle. So if you want to see something of that nature, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is create a circle that has a radius of 54, so that's going to be my very big circle. So let's go to Circle, Center Radius. I'm going to place the center of this at 0, 0. Go ahead and hit Enter, and then the radius is going to be 54. I'm going to zoom the extents, and now I have that circle. Alright, next I'm going to place a circle on the inside of that. Now, this is simple enough to do. We can draw a circle and that has a radius of 25. But I wanted to show you something to do with the dynamic input. And I also forgot to show you kind of the housekeeping stuff I normally do. You notice that when I started this drawing, the grid was off, so turn your grid off. My dynamic input is turned on, and that's what this blue icon is. And if you don't have this one, come over to the 3 customization bars and put a check next to the dynamic input. I also have my ortho turned on, so that one is on. And then we're going to go ahead and just take a look at what my running O-snaps are. Alright, so what I have here is that I'm going to create a circle that has a radius of 25. Instead of using the typical circle center radius, I'm just going to select this circle here, and I'm going to use this with grips. So once I have the circle selected, you can select any one of these quadrants you want. Select the word copy on my command line, and this is where I have to turn the dynamic input off. So when I turn this off, what this will allow me to do is type in multiple radius or radii. So if I type in 25 right now, it's going to create a circle with a radius of 25. If I had another one that is 10 or something of that nature, and in this case, if I do the math on it, referring back to the drawing, I have a radius of 10. So all I got to do is add 10 to that radius, and then I can subtract 10 from it. And I'll show you what I mean by that when I switch over to the drawing, but I'm just going to type it in now. So if I add 10 to that, I have a circle that has a radius of 35. And then I also have a circle of 25 minus the 10, which in this case should be 15. Alright, let's go ahead and hit escape, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So basically what I'm showing you here is that I do have a radius of 25, which is here. Now in order to get this circle, this one here has a measurement of 25 plus whatever the radius is, and the radius of this circle here that's going around this has a radius of 10. So therefore I added 10 to this. That gave me the 35 to reach this one, and to do the inside one I'll have to subtract 10 away. So if I subtract 10 from this, that will give me my 15, and that's going to locate this circle here for me. Okay, so now that we have that created, let's go ahead and turn our dynamic input back on. Just going to zoom in here, and I'm going to create a circle that has a radius of 10. So let's go ahead and use a circle center radius. We're going to place it right at this quadrant. I just kind of pull my circle out to get a preview, and then I'm going to type in the radius, right? Likewise on the other side here, I'm just going to create a circle at that quadrant, and the radius is 10. Alright. Let's go ahead and put some of this other stuff on here before we start trimming. I know it's starting to get a little messy right now, but we'll get rid of some of that stuff here in a second. Let's go ahead and draw a line. And we're going to go from this quadrant going up at a height of 60. Alright, next I want to create this circle here along the top. And in order to do that, I have to create a diameter circle. Now if I wanted to, I could just simply locate a circle and give it the X and Y coordinates, because I do know the distance that goes from here to match up with that center of this circle here, right? And we can see that that dimension is simply 40. And the way I got 40 from, I got an 80 here at the top and it's 40 on this side. So therefore this distance here should be 40, right? So that tells me that it's going 40 in the X direction. And then the number for the Y direction is simply in a direct number. It's located here. Alright, so I can simply type in the coordinates and say create me a circle that is 40, 60, and then type in the diameter of that. But sometimes it's a little bit easier if you don't have that circle really located, or you don't have this point located, right? It just so happened that we do have our circle located from the origin, which is located there. But this example, I'm going to give that to you without actually showing you if you had your origin basically located somewhere else. Okay, so I do have this line that's going up at 60. What I'm going to choose is a 2-point circle. And what that is just telling me that that's a diameter circle. So I'm going to draw a circle from here. And then my second point, remember you have to have your ortho on, and the distance that goes across that is going to be 28. Next, let's go ahead and put a circle center diameter on the center of this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw here. And then this circle has a diameter of 16. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff and kind of clean it up a little bit, right? So let's go ahead and delete this here. And I'm going to go ahead and start trimming these two lines here, right? So let's go and trim off this portion and then this one. And then create this here. Okay. Next, let's locate a circle that's located here, and we have two of them. I'm going to draw a circle that has a diameter. Now, it's going to be 50 units going up from here, right? So therefore, the coordinates will be 0, 50, and then I'll type in the diameter of this circle, which is 20. Next, I'll go back and choose a circle center radius. And I'm going to place it at this center. And this circle has a radius of 20. Let's go ahead and use the fillet command. So I'm going to go to fillet, radius, and I'll type in the radius, which is going to be 5. And then I'm just going to place it between here and here. All right, let's go ahead and do a mirror, and that way we can take care of most of this, and then we'll be just stuck with just trimming the rest of this stuff out. So let's go to mirror. I'm going to select these two circles, this line here, and this little bitty arc here. Go ahead and hit enter. We're going to go from this center, going down to that center. Go ahead and hit enter. And now the rest that we have to do to finish this is simply trim. So let's go to trim. And I like to get rid of my big circle first, so I'm just going to kind of walk that around. And then I'll get rid of my circle that's located here, right? Go ahead and hit escape. And that should be it completed, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you're going to see me next dimension this video. So if that's something you want to see, stick around for part 2 of this video. All right. So thank you for watching. And as always, I can't wait to, see what I come up with next. Enjoy.